In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. I am known as the mighty, mighty, mighty Angelsnup 7. I am your soul brother, number one. D-Fam, how you doing? D-Fam in the house, in the chat room. I did not want to take a lot of your time. It is my birthday today. I get to enjoy number 58. It is my birthday today. And I get to enjoy that celebration with the news that the murderer of George Floyd has been convicted of all 3 charges. I watched the verdict and I saw the fear, and I could see in the eyes of Derrick Chauvin his disbelief that he was convicted of this crime. And now, even though our soul brother George Floyd is gone, and you, Derrick Chauvin, you live, what kind of life are you going to have? I would assume that Derrick Chauvin would be put on suicide watch. I watched his eyes jump in disbelief back and forth. It reminds me of a person, some of these videos I've seen, where people who were getting put to death because now this is the reality. This is no longer a dream. This is not an assume. This is my reality. I am going to be put to death. This is my last moments. I could see this in his eyes. But he brought that to himself. And many people are happy about that. Many Caucasian people are happy, and that is good. There were Caucasians on the jury, and they voted guilty. And so we should applaud because they acted in the best interest of justice. Hold on a second. So that is good. I would hope, regardless of your race, that you would, if you are put in that position, that you would give justice, because this is a good thing and we should be happy and applaud. Thank you. My question I would like to raise is, we don't view the same when we look at a nation that we live in who have allowed this type of behavior over 400 years. So those out there who are protesting, those who would get on a jury and convict Derrick Chauvin of this heinous crime, for what is in the best interest of justice, you will see them quiet when it comes to putting their nation on trial. This country we live in, called the United States of America, you will not see clap. Even those who are protesting, when you put the United States on trial, will they convict? Will you be happy because your nation, the United States of America, do you have the same vigor for justice when it comes to your country? Who is more guilty than Derrick Chauvin, who have murdered countless Native Americans, countless Africans, countless people all over the world? Will you convict them the same way? Because that is justice. No, you won't feel the same way. You want to sing, God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her from the helps and the depths of above, and all that patriotic nonsense. So really, the reality is this is good, but it means nothing. Because the society and this nation, this country, created Derrick Chauvin. He's not the first one. And the majority of the killers, including the government itself, have yet to stand trial, have yet to stand and suffer a consequence. You can sin and be happy about this one man going to prison, but you live in a nation that has murdered way more in the public than David Chauvin. This is a fact. So it really means nothing. It's a pacifier to cool you down, putting a breast in your mouth. So you stop looking at the big picture, because this nation created Derrick Chauvin. This nation created the Ku Klux Klan. This nation created the skinheads. This nation is the one who conditioned the people, the citizens, to be racist and haters of others. This nation, this government done it for hundreds of years. So it's not, that's feel-good rhetoric, feel-good stuff. And even before we get a verdict in relation to Derrick Chauvin, you had another young man that was murdered. Now you still got another case that you're dealing with. Then you have a little 13-year-old boy in Chicago, all over the nation. And you got people going crazy. You got former deputy sheriffs murdering their girlfriends and her daughter and the daughter's boyfriend in Texas. Somebody going with a gun, shooting up all the FedEx employees in Indianapolis, Indiana. What are you rejoicing for? How you doing, Snow Daddy? What are you rejoicing for? Because somebody gave you a lollipop. The George Floyd verdict is a lollipop to put in your damn mouth, calm you down, and these things are going to continue. They've been going on for a long, long time. There's nothing to celebrate. Just a pacifier to give you the illusion things gonna get better. Well, I have been on this planet, and today is my birthday. And I would bear witness that it actually has gotten worse. It has not gotten better. It has gotten worse. I felt more safe 50 years ago. And 50 years ago, you still had Jim Crow. 50 years ago, a black man or woman, soul brother and sister, could still get hung outright. And actually, you would feel safer then than you do now. You could be in a grocery store shopping, and here comes some idiot. Thank you, Smo Daddy, thank you. You could be in a grocery store shopping, and some idiot for no reason. Thank you very much, Osiris. Thank you. You could be in the grocery store shopping. Right here in the area where I live, it was sisters celebrating whatever they were celebrating, minding their own business. A so-called brother walked up and just shot them. Killed one, injured two, for no reason. You can get in your car and out of nowhere somebody want to jack your car. Anything can happen to you. Not necessarily because I hate you because you black. You live in a society that is dangerous. And so you celebrate the guilty verdict, and it really means nothing because you're not out of danger. You live in a dangerous society. Oh, there he go again. He always busting our bubble. We was happy about George Floyd verdict, and there he go with this nonsense. No, here he goes with the reality of our situation. That does not mean anything. And they never mention the police officers, what's going to happen to the police officers that allowed him to be able to kill George Floyd. What about them? You live in a dangerous society. But I guess a little bit of something is better than nothing. Hey, I'm happy that I have lived to see this verdict. Because around this time last year, I began to have health problems. And I would go into detail and show you the depths of that health problem, but you have those who watch your videos just so they can find anything they can so they can make mockery and degrade you. So I can't do that. Somebody took my picture in a hospital bed and they put makeup, did a Photoshop and put makeup all over my face to make me look like I'm gay, some kind of clown. That's what they do because they don't like what you say. That's what you have to deal with on YouTube. They have no boundaries. They have no integrity. They have no character. I don't like you, so I'm going to do everything I can to try to destroy you and make you look bad. But they try, and they have been trying since 2008 at least, because they don't like the reality that comes from this platform. Even Google itself got involved, destroyed Angelsnup 7. Don't want me to speak, don't want me to talk. Can't handle the reality of things. But we are here. But I did not know we would be here in 2021. Earlier last year, I lost a relative of mine. And I thought that I would be next. And I had surgery, and we thought that it was going to be minor. But a CAT scan and an MRI can only do so much. The surgeon, the doctors really don't know what they're dealing with until you actually go under the knife. And unfortunately for me, when they began to cut, I was asleep. I don't know what happened. The problem was much worse than they thought it would be. And I became very sick. And I'm still sick. I feel better. But I still have that problem. And I told you earlier that I don't know how much time I have left. I don't know. Because that's the way of this sickness, is that you will seem very, very healthy for a while, and then it'll take you out. And I have accepted that. But I'm happy to be here with you on my birthday so I could see this verdict. I wanted to see this verdict. Brothers and sisters, I have been, as they say in religion, blessed to see 58 years old. And there are those young people who want to teach me. And I'm not saying that I cannot learn nothing from a younger person. I would never say that. That's not what I'm saying. But I have 58 years of experience. I have 10 years of being locked up behind bars. I've been in the struggle, this black struggle, since I was a little boy. By myself. I challenged Jim Crow by myself as a little boy. And many of you, what was you doing at 8, 9 years old in the struggle? I was protesting. I was fighting Jim Crow. All the way to now. I was around when black power was real. That's why I can talk the way I talk. This stuff, black conscience, this Pan-Africanism that y'all talking about, this stuff is not real. It's not real. It's all about money. It's all about praise. It's all about being on TV. It's all about subscribers. It's all about cash out. When I was growing up, it was all about freedom, justice, and equality. Doing whatever you had to do to get out from under an oppressor. That's what it was all about. They raised money. But you could see easily what they was doing for it. Nobody was trying to live in mansions except Elijah Muhammad. Yeah. Except the Muslim. Elijah Muhammad was living good in the white community. That's what you saw from the Nation of Islam. Other people was poor, broke, and living basically on the street, a lot of them. Dr. King died broke. Malcolm X died broke. What you need the white man's money for? Why you need a Mercedes Benz? Why you need all these houses and cars? What you need that for? These are hypocrites. You trying to live the same way in the manner that you talk about you fighting against. These people are hypocrites. That's not black power. I live in the real black power. And when you had black power, there was soul power. They went hand in hand. We were soul brothers and sisters. And we was also black. They both were the same. I would say that soul power was better. You gonna tell me about the 60s and the 70s and the 80s or whatever? I lived it. I was in the street. I wasn't on social media making videos. I was shaking hands. talking to people face to face. I wasn't on a video hiding behind an avatar. Everybody in my community knew who I was. And when they thought about blackness, let's find that brother. Because that's all I was about, period. And that's all I cared about. I love her. She's not my priority. I want freedom. I want justice. I want to get out from under this oppression. That's what black power is. Give me some money to help the struggle. These people are out for themselves. So you have the verdict of guilty verdict of George Floyd. Who got that for us? It was Black Lives Matter. This is a fact. You got all this black power, black conscious crap been around for a long, long time. They do nothing for us. This is a fact. You got this win because of Black Lives Matter. And some of those people, they might took some of the money and bought houses and cars or whatever. They got you a win under your belt. What have Nation of Islam, the Black Panthers, the new Black Panther Party, and all these other Black Panther African, what have they done for you? Only thing they do is debate religion and other garbage amongst themselves. They call people names. You a lesbian and you a coon and you a... That's all they do. They produce nothing. They produce nothing. They give you nothing. I would debate anybody on that. Bring your receipts. I don't have to bring a damn thing because you're not going to be able to bring nothing. That's a debate you already lost. Put in the chat room what black power, all this black conscious stuff, what has it done for us lately? There was no black Muslims. There was no Hebrews. There was no Comedics. You didn't see none of these people represent themselves in Minneapolis. They made mockery, but they don't have a pot to piss in. What's his name? George Soros. He give money to Black Lives Matter. All these white people. And what? You get your money from poor black people for years and years and years, and you give them what? Nothing. You give us nothing. Except a big, pretty, you think that you bad speech until somebody call your bluff and y'all happy ass back down. In the 1980s, Minister Farrakhan is already a suspected accessory to murder. He continues this behavior and made a threat against this journalist named Milton Coleman. I know, I was there. I seen it and heard it all. Because he didn't like the fact that Milton Coleman reported something that was off the record said by Jesse Jackson. He's a traitor. The same kind of rhetoric he used with Malcolm X, he used with Milton Coleman. But the difference is the police and authorities told this guy, told Mr. Farrakhan, you making a threat. And you could have charges brought up against you. You're making a threat against this man. And being the coward that he is, Farrakhan began to backtrack and made excuses. Well, I really meant this and I really meant that. There was nobody stupid enough to go out and try to kill or assault. And Farrakhan backed off like the coward was. He couldn't find no idiots to kill for him like he did Malcolm in 1965. These are the people that you follow, cowards. They will inspire you and get you all pumped up where you want to kill somebody and then sit back in the cut. And then when you get all caught up, it wasn't me. I ain't had nothing to do with that, like Farrakhan and the boys do. The Nation of Islam, we didn't kill Malcolm. No, we didn't do that. But prior to Malcolm X murder, they was on the radio, they was using their newspaper, kill him. Elijah Muhammad Jr. was telling the FOI, Malcolm's head needed to be cut off, his tongue cut out his mouth, and brought to his father. That type of rhetoric. But then when somebody decided to kill Malcolm, I didn't say that. It was the government, the FBI, the CIA. They scared as hell. And this is all of you. This is the mentality and the mindset of all these pro-black, Hebrew Israelites, Kemetic, all that stuff. All of them. Cowards. They're not going to do nothing except run their mouth. And then they want to turn you against Black Lives Matter, which is not perfect, but they got you a verdict. If it was not for Black Lives Matter, you might not got this verdict because they inspired not only black people, but all kinds of folks around the world. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Talk so to me. And maybe if we treated the leadership of Black Lives Matter a little better, maybe they would get involved in some other things that we would like to do. It's not their job to talk about what about black on black crime. That's not the job of Black Lives Matter. They was created to talk about police brutality. They was not created, what about child abuse? What about, that's your job. Get off your ass and do it. You want everybody to do the work and you want to sit on your ass and talk about what somebody else is doing. What I do know is that this win, this George Floyd win, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, one, your blackity black, pro-black scholarship garbage, 0. And this fake black power crap been around way longer than Black Lives Matter. And one of the reasons of why nobody really want to get on board no more with Black Power because of the Million Man March. Because that was the height of it all. And all these blackity black folks, Hebrews and agnostics, everybody came together and the leadership didn't know what to do. It was a big disappointment. So nobody cared nothing really about this stuff no more. Because you don't produce nothing. You pump your chest out and you talk big, but you don't have nothing going on. They don't even like each other, this blackity black stuff. That's all they do all day long is fight amongst themselves and argue and debate. I hate you. You hurt my feelings. You hurt my feelings. So there's a need. I'm not spiritual. I'm not divine. But maybe there's a reason of why I was allowed to live to see this day. I am, and those who come here, we are the only ones that can help us solve this once and for all. We're the only ones. So maybe I am given a few more days to give you a little mercy to help you see the error in your ways that you're going nowhere. I am proud to say within the last week or so, we have gained about 11 new subscribers, and I welcome the new subscribers to the channel. And we have gained about 11 to Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. And I welcome you to this ministry, this platform. If you give us a chance, you will see that we are the most realistic option, the most viable option to solve this problem once and for all. Black Lives Matter does not have nothing to solve our problem once and for all, but I applaud the effort. But they don't have the wisdom, they don't have the sight, the vision in order to see what must be done in order to change the condition once and for all. And that's what we want. We want to make life better, not only for us, but all humanity. But it starts with us. Because if soul brothers and sisters, if the so-called Negro, the black man, hell, if we can solve our problem and come up out of death, then we can show others how to do so. How you doing there, Madra? Appreciate you coming. So I'm here for a few minutes and would like to ask you for us to keep the faith. Keep the faith. I don't know, but I believe if we keep the faith, we're going to win. And we're going to win big. I might have to do some unorthodox things in order to get it really started, but we're going to win. Because if we don't win, we're done. This platform is the only one that can save the black man and woman, if you want to use that reasoning. We're the only one that can show humanity how to be human again, or how to be human. We're the only one. We are the truly awakened. We are the children of God. We are the chosen, those who come here. We are the Christ, those who come here. We are the saviors. Because our eyes have been opened. Really. We are awake fully not half sleep, not drowsy. We are awake. And we see things for what they are. I'm happy. I don't mind dying. I don't fear death. But what I would like, before I close my eyes for the last time, what I would like, I want this people who have suffered going on 500 years. I would like to see them. The people that I come from, I would like to see you on a better road. That you bring salvation, not because you believe in God, you bring salvation to yourself. And I think, and I would assume, if there is a God, God would want that for you. That you're able to have the power to do for yourself, think for yourself, move by yourself. And it says, if you do that for yourself, then the God will help you. God help those who help themselves. You're not helping yourself. Giving money to these suckers, a cash out and GoFundMe or whatever, that's not helping yourself. That's taking you backwards. It's doing you no good. That's why God is not helping you. Because you're not helping yourself. You are helping an individual become comfortable living in the oppression that you need to get out of. Do you really believe that somebody like Minister Louis Farrakhan, do you really believe they have the drive to get you free and liberated when they live the good life? $500 shoes, $1,000 suits, limousine rides. They travel all over the planet, first class hotel. How can a person like that really have the drive to fight against oppression when they are enjoying it? He's enjoying it. Eddie Murphy is a comedian. We're going to say this and get out of here. Eddie Murphy is one of the greatest comedians who have ever lived. But Eddie Murphy is not funny like he used to be. Eddie Murphy is not funny like he used to be because there's nothing to laugh at no more. He's a millionaire. Cars, women, swimming pools. And most of these comedians will tell you, there's nothing. He has nothing to feed from. That's why he's not funny. If he told you jokes, you wouldn't understand because you don't live rich. You're not in Hollywood. That's what Eddie Murphy is used to now. So how can somebody, Eddie Murphy cannot talk about the struggle because he's comfortable. Women, swimming pools, movie stars, not comfortable. He's comfortable. They're comfortable. These guys that you give your money to, they live comfortable. They take your money and they even show you, look at my new house, look at my new car. They live comfortable. They're not starving. Some of them are really, really fat. They get plenty of food to eat. And you expecting these people to help get you out of a bad situation when they benefit from the bad situation. It doesn't make any sense. I can live comfortable. I'm not interested. I don't care about your swimming pool. I don't care anything about your $500 shoes, your $1,000 suit. I don't give a damn about none of that. I want to be liberated. I want to be free from an oppressor so I don't have to no longer suffer what happened to George Floyd or Dante Wright or Sandra Bland, and the list goes on and on. I'm sick of it. Sick of this society. I want my own. I want to build my own. And they claim they want their own nation, but they have the same mentality, the same mindset as the oppressor. They just want to be the ones in control. They would kill you the same way that cop killed George Floyd. They would kill you. They would do the same thing. They just want to be the one in control. That's what they represent. I already know if they came into power, they would kill me. My brothers. Yes, they would kill me. You a hypocrite. You're a traitor. So the only thing you do is go from one oppressor, one plantation. You just go from one massa, go to another massa, another plantation. That's not what we represent. We represent the new heaven and the new earth, and the former things shall pass away. That's what we represent. And I'm happy, and I appreciate that I have been given a little more life, but I will not be here for you. I will talk and I will try to help you as much as I can, but it's up to us. It's up to you how you want this story to end. It can end happy, or it can end tragic. It's up to you. Following blackity black, Pan-African, Kemetic black, whatever they want to call it, it's not going nowhere. Unless it intertwines with the soul train. Now you're on the right path. If it does not intertwine with the soul train, you're on your way to doom. I guarantee. I've been around 58 years. And I'm telling you, with my experience, all this stuff that y'all listening to, giving your money to, believe in, it's a road to nowhere. I've been there, done that. It has done nothing for nobody. It makes you feel good. No, brother. See, I was a drug addict, and I kept going back and forth to jail until the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, until the Honorable Marcus Garvey, until some dead man, Jesus Christ, somebody opened up my eyes, and now look where I am now. That's what they tell you. You ain't nothing unless you have Elijah. You ain't nothing unless you meet Marcus Garvey or Dr. King. You need some dead person to believe in order for your life to change. I don't do that here. I'm telling you, look inside yourself. God, use your brain. Lift yourself up. You don't need no dead man to help you. The kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven is in you. You don't have to depend on no dead man. It's you. You got the key. You have a brain, just like they do. There's nothing special about Jesus. There's nothing special about Elijah Muhammad or Marcus Garvey or Booker T. Washington. They're all men. They could dump, they breathe air, and they die. You put yourself down. You don't even try. So when you come here, I want you to use your brain. That's what we do here. Everybody here, everybody in the chat room, everybody under the sound of my voice, everybody that come here, they learn how to use their brain. And then we share information and we get stronger and stronger and stronger. With new information, original thought. We honor the ancestors. We thank you for Jesus, if Jesus exists. We thank you for Muhammad. We thank you for Elijah Muhammad. We thank you for Minister Farrakhan. We thank you for all these people. We give their honor and respect. But we don't praise them. They are not better than us. We're just as smart as Marcus Garvey. We're just as smart as John Henry Clark, Dr. Ben. We're just as smart, and we damn sure smarter than dead people. It's over for them. They're dead. It's about the living here. Dead man can't teach me nothing. I learn from my chat room. My chat room learned from me. We all are alive. Once I'm dead, it's over. This is the house of the living God. You'll never hear us talking about dead folks all the damn time. We don't worship the dead. We are not necrologists. We don't study necrology here. Learn how to use your brain. And that's something you'll never hear from these other people asking you, use your brain, use your mind. They never, because they want you to be their slave and keep looking up to them. What do I do now? What do 1 + 1 equal? You got to keep going to them. If God is our Father, if God is our Father, then we should have the same connection to God as they do. What makes them special? Why are we allowing others to be put above us? Why are we so dumb? Why are you nothing? Everybody here is special. Everybody here is not a nothing. I heard a speech by Minister Farrakhan, and it made me angry because he said that we are nothing without God. We are zero. But when we bring God into our life, God is a 1. And then we put our 0 next to God. God is a 1. Now we become a 10. But without God, we're 0. We have no value. I'm not going to let nobody tell me I have no value. I don't need God. I don't need nobody, an alien, or nobody to give me value. So why you think you're not winning in this game, this struggle? Because you waiting on somebody to give you value. You don't have no value in yourself. You can't do nothing unless somebody guides you. Somebody give you value. Waiting on a savior. When your same scripture say, the kingdom of heaven is in you. Your scripture say that ye are gods. If you are God, what you need a 1 to your 0. If you God, that means you 1 also. I don't want to be under those type of teachings. Somebody telling me I don't have no value unless I submit and serve some sucker. I have no value. Some of these husbands, some of these wives tell their husband and wives, you ain't nothing without me. You tell your children, you ain't nothing without me. And what do they say? As a man thinketh he is, and we believe it. Without God, we're nothing. Without my mama, I'm nothing. If I don't get married, I'm nothing. If I don't get a good job, I'm nothing. If I don't go to college, I'm nothing. You allow others to dictate to you what and what's not valuable. And we don't do that here. Everybody is valuable. You don't need me to give you value. You don't need me to give you praise to give you value. I don't need nobody to praise me and tell me, oh, brother, that's right. And oh, brother, I don't need you to give me value. I'm not arrogant, but I don't need your help. All right, I don't need you to give me value. I love me. And you should think the same way. I don't need to get these women's telephone numbers and associate with them to give me value. I don't need you. Some of you think that you need somebody to give you value. I don't need nobody to give me value. And that's the same way that you should look at yourself. You're valuable. You came from the same universe, the same life force that they come out of. Why are they more valuable than me? Because they can sing? Because they on TV? Because they have thousands and thousands of people subscribe to their YouTube page or something? You ain't valuable than me. Nobody is. And that's the way you should look at yourself. Don't allow nobody to make you think that you're less than them. Dr. King is not better than me. Malcolm or nobody better than me. Don't let nobody put you down. You and I have the potential to be just as great or greater. Stop putting yourself in the position of a slave. Yes, sir, Massa Elijah Muhammad. Yes, sir, Massa Farrakhan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Massa Sanetta. Yes, sir, Massa Tariq Nasheed. Yes, sir, Massa Young Pharaoh. Yes, sir, Massa Michi X. Yes, sir, Massa Cynthia G. Yes, sir, Massa Black Authority. And the list goes on and on. Y'all, so a bunch of damn slaves waiting for a slave master. We don't do that here. Somebody liked the video, and then I said something, they took the like away. Get your ass out of here. Weak slave. Move out. Take your ass back to the plantation. like I care. I don't like what you said. Roll out. I've been saying what I've been saying since 2007, and the reason why I am still here is because the people want to hear my voice. They're getting tired of y'all nonsense, your fairy tales, and your fake ass, your pompous and fake ass displays of black power, and you powerless, and you stupid. A road to nowhere. I would suggest to us that we get on the soul train and promote what we call Operation Mississippi Campaign and truly do something to change our condition so that we can stop once and for all the tragedy of a George Floyd and a Dante Wright and a Sandra Bell and a Sean Bell and Tamir Rice, and the list goes on and on. We can stop, we can begin to bring this to an end. You deserve better. And you're going to get better when you decide to do better. Let go of those chicken dinners and get winner winner. Subscribe to Operation Exodus Mississippi Campaign in the description box. Subscribe, support those who come to the platform. Our sister Noble, her book, God is on Trial. Our brother Taalik, our elder Omar, brother Maurice, the Mississippi Initiative. And don't get mad and angry at me. Why don't you, instead of getting angry and upset, why don't you try to understand and learn where we're coming from? Because I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help us. And I'm willing to use the rest of my life, whatever is left. I want to help us change this. I don't want your money. I don't want your booty. I want you to be liberated. I want you to be free once and for all, because we deserve it. And our generations deserve it. Our future generation should not have to deal with this problem. We can become the greatest generation ever and stop this right now. I know your feelings is hurt. I understand. Get over your feelings. Get on the soul train so that we can bring this to an end. I thank you so much. I'm happy that I lived to see this verdict. To talk to you again, I'm happy for that. And hopefully we can get some things together. I thank you. It's always an honor speaking with you. So until next time, well, tomorrow night we're supposed to have late night with Sister Karen. So that's what, like 9:15 Central Time. Late night with Sister Karen. So I hope that you enjoy the conversation that our Sister Karen brings. Tomorrow, 9:15, right here, late night with Soul Sister Karen. So let's do this. Until next time, y'all, as Doc Cornelius used to always say, as in pardon, I wish us love, peace, and soul. Let's fight hard. Brothers and sisters, we must learn to live for each other and die for each other, because that's the only way we're going to know the joy of being we'll finally wipe away all our tears. That's the better way to our youth. Come on, black man. Rise and